Hello, welcome to episode 17 of Pacific Drive. In this episode, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of a backseat from the story and go explore the outer zone a little bit. So hopefully maybe a lot of these storms will clear up first and foremost. And secondly, so that way I can start farming some stable energy. Because of the fact that, well, I need it. I'm really low on energy. Anyway, facts of the day. Blank, so why am I being blocked from limb-related space stuff? Are you telling me I can't access any of the data relating to my sync transit? Hold, let me search that up real quick. Synchrotron. Powerful type of particle accelerator that uses electric and magnetic fields to speed up charged particles and electrons to nearly the speed of light. As these particles travel in a circular path, they emit bright, high-intensity electromagnetic radiation, including X-rays, slight. Oh, okay. That's actually kind of neat. Alright, anyway. Emission analysis. You know I can't just scan 408 megahertz on my own time, right? I can collect this stuff myself. What are we researching that I'm not allowed to... Something. Okay. Cool. That's that for things we need to do. Away we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Rusty, age and adaptation is constant. Great. Well, I guess I gotta take that thing out to pasture soon. That's an honest shame. Oh no! Oh shit. No, let's just get out of here. Okay. Let's get going.
Welcome back. This is Frequency File, Episode 2. In the last episode, I told you about the curious case of Dr. Ophelia Turner. When it comes to this enigmatic individual, one of three versions is true. Myth, martyr, or monster.
To be able to weigh her in turns as heretic, genius, or scapegoat, we must first set the stage. When I started down this path to discover who she was, what she did, and ultimately what happened to her, I didn't expect it to lead me to one of the strangest mysteries of the Pacific Northwest, the Olympic Exclusion Zone. But let me rewind a bit. In Northwest Washington State, there are 3,600 square miles of vibrant wilderness called the Olympic Peninsula. Bounded by water on three sides, it was a wonderland for outdoorsy types, with snow-capped mountains and salmon-bearing rivers and pristine rainforests. Up until 1955, it was the residence of 100,000 people, including Ophelia Turner. It was her birthplace, her hometown, and, it turns out, ground zero and sacrificial lamb for the promise of limb technology. In true fashion, the government never comes out and says that's what led to the creation of the Olympic Exclusion Zone. But the chain of events are in plain sight. Strange accidents, leading to the government's claim of eminent domain and subsequent seizure of the peninsula. The evacuation of 100,000 people and the attempt and abject failure at containing the rumors that spread like wildfire. Because it turns out, even with the government's resources at your disposal, keeping secrets is a tricky business. You can bet there was plenty of talk as a result. Lucky me, because I had plenty of questions.
Come on. Oh! Come on. Break the shell. Alright, come on. Seriously. Whoop. Hell yeah. Oh! Ooh, new anomaly. Or not. Kinda could have gotten, you know. This motorcycle. Okay. Just keep you in stored until. That's fine. Everything's filled up. Alright, yeah, let's just get to the car real quick, put everything in storage. I'll just, you know, grind down that one area and then be on our way. No. Alright. Listen to the other one.
Here's what we know. Over 50 years ago, in November of 1946, Dr. Ophelia Turner was 27. She had recently returned home to the Olympic Peninsula to lick her wounds after a failed stint in academia.
In a fit of obsession or redemption, or, quite frankly, both, she cobbled together a laboratory in her basement and produced the first limb wave on nothing but a killer hunch and plain ingenuity. Or so the story goes. It's never clearly stated anywhere what limb waves and limb technology really were. It's all vague claims and wild theories, dreams that border more on the mystical than the scientific. What we do know is that limb stood for unlimited frequency. Radio waves, once
souped up and modulated just right, supposedly enabled the control of matter in a way that modern science, both back then and now, could only dream of. After Dr. Turner's death, she and a few friends, scientists and PhDs all, toyed with Lim in their garage labs for about 4 years. The local police and fire departments start making regular house calls, spurred on by increasingly disgruntled neighbors calling in about incidents that seem to grow larger and more disturbing as the years go on. After one too many reports, the federal government takes notice, and thus begins their severe interest in Lim technology. The next part happens quickly. In 1955,
The United States government seizes not only the physical area where Dr. Turner and her scientists live, but the entire concept of Lim technology. The area is at first evacuated under the pretense of safety, but quickly commandeered by the government. They establish a brand new department called ARDA, Advanced Residence Development Authority, which was to be headed by Dr. Turner herself. Over the next 15 years, the government expands the zone's borders. They clear out civilians as they go and erect massive 500-meter walls to keep out an increasingly curious public. The zone started in the northernmost tip of the peninsula, then expanded outward twice. Once in 1961, again in 1967, to the outer perimeter we see now.
All right. The hell? Come on. Okay, it closes like that. And now it closes normally. Okay. Wonder why I was doing that. Boop. Alright.
after the multi-stage evacuation of the Olympic Peninsula's
100,000-strong population, the records get sketchy. Once the region is swept clean of civilian eyes, the flow of information trickles to an eventual stop. ARDA has always maintained that the evacuation was done in the name of national security. That there was simply nothing more patriotic than sacrificing your homes, with the communists plotting our demise across the Atlantic.
Ooh, fuck.
Certainly not because there was any danger from the strange experiments happening inside, or situations most unnatural to witness. ARDA kept a wide berth, displacing citizens far ahead of the front line, so first-hand accounts of things going awry were rare. But rumors spread fast, and everyone had some story about a distant relative whose pet changed in inexplicable ways, or a friend of a friend who followed strange lights into the woods and never returned. Once the civilians cleared out, the ARDA employees moved in. Scientists, officials, support staff, and their families made the Olympic exclusion zone home.
Oh, fuck.
Reaching
Fuck, fuck,
anyone
fuck,
from
fuck, fuck.
300 to 1,000 with What any of them were doing in the zone was kept hush-hush. With the population just outside the walls, comes secrecy irresistible.
every shipment of raw material, out-of-season weather pattern, and inexplicable light or sound became the talk of the town for the first decade of the zone's existence.
Okay, last one of the area. Ah. This is a very bad situation. Well, guess all I can do is just sit and wait. Speaking of... Anyway. Go refill on gas real quick and then be out of here. What the hell? Okay. Weird. Alright, everything's refilled. Alright, last section. And then I should be able to just, you know... Actually, hold on, just to make this a bit more interesting. I think what I'll do is I'll just take like a quick trip up through here and into these newer areas. Yeah, why don't we do that? Alright. Oh. I see the rocks are still breathing. Good to know they can still be waterboarded. Alright. Melon, how about we head to a bit drier of an area? What the hell is the... Oh, it's just reflection. Oh, fuck! Wow. Just gonna leave that on for a little bit. Thank God I left the shield on, huh? Oh! That technically counted. It's kind of funny. Kind of a shame, though, I can't actually move backwards. But I mean, look at how far we actually traveled. Alright. Let's head over into the deep zone and just, you know... Alright, let's try and find some of those limb magnets. Magnet! We need to exchange. Okay. With my metal. There it is. How many magnets was that? It's 5 magnets. I got enough scrap at home. I could probably. Let's just make these last few ones count. I want to actually. Because I don't want to go looking. I don't want to go looking anymore. I want to have to. Alright. That's everything. Anything else I'd like to... What the hell is that? Let's check and see what that is. Some sort of ruin, probably. Oh no, wait, it's the trees with the seeds on them. Alright. No, I think that's just an electric one. I need that right now. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's say we just get it out. Alright. Start moving. Ah, shit. Fucking tourists. Fucking tourists. Alright. Let's get... Oh no. Let's get out of here. Jesus. Complete a run with at least 7 junctions. Oh. Hey, we got 10 stable energy from that. That's nice.
Good. You're back safe.
Oh, someone cares about us. First things first. Bye. Max the day. It wasn't sinking, it was just dancing. You can't panic, you have to just dance with it. Ooh, yeah, I forgot. Let's see what that new part is. Ah. What does this even look like? No. The Howdy grade. I've seen nothing yet dethrone the Howdy grade. I'm starting to think that there's nothing that can dethrone the Howdy grade. Interesting. Alright. Well, that's kind of neat, though. I didn't know. I'm actually kind of interested now. So, like, I can... I can just grab whatever I want now, huh? I think I remember watching a video a little bit ago talking about the expedition system and how once you got far enough into it, you can actually use the pneumatic system to send stuff. Am I able to just transfer everything? Holy shit, I'm just able to transfer everything in here. That's really useful. Oh my god. I'll just have everything... I'll just have everything in there. That's... Hell yeah. Alright. Let's also go ahead. So I think I have the ability now to make... Yeah, no, a magnetic hammer. Alright. Well. That was episode 17. Yeah, I think we did some pretty decent work there, in all honesty. I mean, I'm really happy with how things turned out. We managed to just explore everything throughout here and make a ton of progress. We got a magnetic hammer. We have a pneumatic system installed now. I think, yeah, no, for next episode, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a longer expedition into the deep zone. So that way maybe I can finally... Oh, holy shit, new highway. Yeah, no, like I said, I think what I'll do is I'll do an expedition to the deep zone. Take some of these highways. So let's take some of these highways up here into that and use that new highway as a way to just sort of catapult me a bit further. Yeah, and also I think I'll get some Olympium to make some new, make some new parts and stuff like that for my car. It's seen better days though. Really has seen better days. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan for next episode. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.